Howdy, sixth grade. Hope everyone's doing well. Just want to give us a short video, even though we're supposed to be online every Monday to get instructions via Zoom. But some of us aren't able to get on at that time, whether it be connections, we have something else going on. So I still want to make these videos for us so that you can go back and figure out how to complete the assignment if you did miss the Zoom class, okay, or if something came up where you're not able to understand the assignment, okay. So I still want to provide you this option to watch the video so you can complete it properly. Okay, I'm on week 8, quarter 2. Notice you get Monday and Wednesday to complete this assignment. It's a little bit of length on this one assignment, but you pretty much have the entire week to complete that. Okay, and we'll go over it on Zoom again, but just in case you forgot something and you worked on it a separate day, please refer to this video to help you with those instructions, okay? So it's called Springboard 2.10. The story is called Thank You, Ma'am. Okay, when you have these instructions right here, make sure you answer all the before reading questions. Read the story and mark up the text, and it'll tell you how to do that when you open it up. And make sure you answer all of the after reading questions as well. And here is our assignment. Okay, here is your before reading question. It's highlighted with a star. It tells you exactly to write at least 5 complete sentences below. You're just writing about a time when you changed your mind about someone. Okay, maybe you had a wrong first impression of them, or maybe the person did something that you did not expect and it changed the way you thought about him or her. You're going to go ahead and write about that experience here. 5 complete sentences. Okay, it gives you plenty of room to write, so make sure we're getting to that requirement of 5, please. Okay, number 2 is going to tell you exactly how to mark up the text while you're reading. Okay, it's going to have you write a question mark next to anything in the story you have a question about. We need to be doing this part, okay? Oftentimes we skip this part. It's a huge advantage to you to make sure you're doing this while you are reading. It helps you understand, it helps deeper thinking, provokes more critical thinking, and it lets me know that you're understanding and you're diving deeper in the story than what's just on the surface. So make sure we're completing this part. Okay, it's very important. The next one, make sure you're writing an exclamation point next to any part of the story that evokes a reaction from you. Any sort of reaction, anything you find exciting, anything you did not like, anything you would like to be different in the story, just put an exclamation point. And then the last one is writing an asterisk next to anything in the story you want to comment on during a discussion. Okay, so anything you would like to bring to my attention, you need to go ahead and put an asterisk next to that. Okay, notice it says you need to at least have 2 of each of these symbols need to be marked in the text. All right, so you need to have 2 question marks when you're reading, 2 exclamation, and 2 asterisks. Okay, as you go, you can just put those off to the side, okay, or highlight the text and put a question mark where you highlight it. Okay, remember at least 2 of them. Okay, that's important. All right, and then as you go, read this about the author. It's important information. Give us background information on maybe the motivation of why the author chose to write this story. Our author is a famous poet, actually, Langston Hughes, but also writes short stories. But you get all that information as you read it in here. All right, and you're going to answer this question before you start reading. Okay, you're going to predict. It says, after answering the before reading question, which is up here, and after reading about the author, which is right here, what do you predict the story will be about? There's no wrong answers as long as you have a good complete sentence right here and some good thought on what you predict the story will be about. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and read the story. Don't forget to mark up using these marks right here as you read. Okay, and you're going to answer these questions along the side as we normally do as you go. Okay, this one I want to talk about a little bit. It talks about the difference in language of our 2 main characters. Okay, why might they be speaking differently than we are taught? You notice what we call slang. Okay, here's right here, I highlighted one for you. The next one says, you a lie. Okay, that's not how we normally say that. We usually say, you are a liar. Okay, or you are telling a lie. But notice the difference in how they speak. It might be where they're from. It might be a difference in when the time of the story was set. Okay, the different year. Why might they be speaking differently than we are taught? You're going to go ahead and answer that below here. Okay, and as you continue to read, there's another question off to the left about one of our main characters, asking if you think Miss Luella Bates Washington Jones, and yes, that is her full name, do you think she is mean? Why or why not? You're going to answer that below here. Okay, after you read this entire page. You're going to finish up the story, and you're going to answer the after reading questions. Okay, this right here is a chart, a graphic organizer. It gives you your two main characters. It's going to ask you to list the appearance of these two characters, what they are wearing, okay, how they look. Are they older? Are they younger? You need two things, bullet points right here, and I gave you 2 bullet points on what they look like, okay, their appearance, and what that appearance says about him or her. Okay, and you just need to write that, a complete sentence, off to the right here. Okay, and last but not least, your last little chart is going to talk about the actions of each character. So here's Roger's actions. It gives you some examples. Okay, the first example, he ran up behind a lady and tried to snatch her purse. And what does the actions tell us about that character? It tells me Roger is desperate enough to steal something. Okay, so something's going wrong in his life where he's desperate enough and he needs to go steal something. All right, and then it gives you another example, so on and so forth. You need to come up with 2 of Roger's actions. Okay, and what that tells us about his character. Make sure you fill in this top one as well. And you're going to do the same thing for Mrs. Jones. The actions that she does towards Roger. Okay, and what do those actions tell us about her character? Okay, you're going to fill this entire chart in. And this last page scanned on here, but you do not need to complete anything. Notice I crossed out number 3 and number 4. Okay, because you're not able to complete those. So you don't have to worry about anything on this last page. Okay, make sure you complete these charts. Make sure you answer the questions that are listed off to the side. Answer the before reading question. And make sure you are marking up the text as you go. That is how you will complete this assignment. Remember, you have this entire week, Monday and Wednesday. Okay, first hour to complete this assignment. And you will turn it in when you are done. That is it. Hopefully this video is helpful if you missed our Zoom meeting, or if you just simply want to go back and get that information that you might have missed during our meeting. All right, have a great day, 6th grade. I'll see you soon.